Alright guys, we are back. Already started. Well, I haven't really started. But started this mission last episode. And we're gonna finish it now. Let's see here. Is that the right width? No, it is not. So let's go ahead and get over here. There we go, right there. I guess I can just leave it on, it doesn't really matter, does it? 6 minutes to do this, it's not too bad. GPS mod in this case would be very helpful. However, it is not for Farming Simulator 17 yet, as far as I know. I wouldn't imagine they would have already came out with it, since technically the game has only been out for, what? It's only been out for a couple hours. About 2 hours right now or so. I'll have to do the ends, I guess. Just a little bit there, I think. Cut in too much from not paying attention. Wow, it's just not turning out too good, is it? I guess I should probably turn the quality down a bit since I'm getting those lag spikes because my graphics card can't really handle it, but that's a different problem anyways in itself. As of you who don't know, I have an R9 290 and I'm looking at getting an R9 390X or R9 390. I thought about doing a RX 480 Crossfire because of how cheap they were, but I mean, that's still, Crossfire would be a bit too much because I've heard problems with, I mean, side-by-side cards in general, running them side-by-side because of problems. Let's see who. Brad M73 had problems with his SLI on his 980s, but then he got a 1080 and it ran games fine because he only had one of them and it was by itself, you know. I also like how the weights are a lot heavier now. I forgot what the highest or the heaviest weight is, but I know at least it's 2400 or 2500 or something. I haven't looked at the weights yet, but that's just from previous seeings that when I watched some live streams, I saw that. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to do the ends, I think. That's alright though. Should only have to do one end. Forgot how much money he was going to give me for this. That's alright though. Or maybe I don't have to do it. Or do I? And sweet. Okay. 5,000. It's pretty good. Let's see here. What are we looking at here? Alright. He's doing pretty good. He's coming along better than I thought, actually. Thought it'd take him maybe a little bit longer. Not worried about him right now. Let's see. Oh, I just totally jumped that curb. Oh, they should add that to the game, like that Bronco that was back there. Let's see, this is a harvesting mission. I know you get like 15,000 for that, I think, or something. This would be great field to have at the start, because you can take forever to plant it, and then take forever to harvest it, and get so much money for it. Ooh, mixed heads. That's nice to see. I get a Massey Ferguson Delta and a 35-foot Fendt header. That's interesting. Haven't seen that yet, even though I was about to do that. I was gonna put that 18-foot New Holland head on the 1660 because that's a much more suited width for it. No, we got the back into a truck, I think. No, maybe not. Ziegler harvesting. Oh, that's terrible, that blind spot there. Right on the edge of the head. I probably won't do a whole lot of first person, so that way I don't really miss anything, but it actually fits it pretty well. The header. Whoa, what was that? Why is it? Well, that kind of sucks. How I was just kind of going straight and it missed that. Oh, now I was doing that. Changing. Can you change the direction manually or something? I guess not. Or maybe that's something else I didn't see. Lift header 7? What? No, that's a V. Where did that come from? That's weird. Okay. That's about where it should be anyways. That's a small reel. About to miss there. Go ahead and just cut through here. That way I can finish that later. Focus on this part. The crops look a bit more wavy too. They kind of wave in the wind a bit more. That's what it looks like to me anyways. I know they waved in 15, but I don't believe that much. I haven't seen any weeds either, so maybe you only get weeds after a while, or if you don't plow, or if you don't put fertilizer down. I mean, technically that'd be a herbicide if you, but oh, it's even got a whole, missed that. The header's even got a whole front piece that wasn't there before, pretty sure. For canola. I guess you have to change it that much. I wouldn't know. We don't have canola where I live in the States. I mean, they probably have it in the States, but not where I'm from. We turn sharp enough to make this? Yes, we can. Alright. How bad is my frame rate? I was talking about graphics card and stuff. Oh, no, that was this episode, that's right. Forgot. So I'm getting like 28, that's pretty bad, minimum. 20, yeah, that's 28 right there. Well, can't really do much about it right now. I mean, I could turn the graphics down, but I won't. I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. Probably do it for next episode, that way it's a little bit better. I guess if we cut the corners, then we could cut down on time. So we're not spinning around. Well, I don't think it really matters a whole lot. If we could take a full swath, that'd help too, even if it is crooked. No, it didn't go down. Okay. Actually, I'm pretty sure this isn't even the right header for this, the right header width for this combine anyways. I think it's a 40 foot, maybe it is a 35, but I guess we can turn around the ends now. Yeah. For those of you that think you should stick with 15, I would highly recommend 17 due to the customization and stuff. of the vehicles. That's one of the biggest things for me, and the tire deformation and stuff. I know they had that in some of the things, and wow, I did the same thing again. I pulled that crap with the backspace reversing and stuff. I gotta get used to that stop and go braking. I prefer that way if I'm trying to brake and then I don't go backwards, but sometimes it's just not as helpful. I'm not gonna turn it back on, but I know Kraft Farms was sticking with 15, and he mentioned somebody else, I can't remember who, that stick with 13. And I guess all the old modders like Euro DZN and NI Modding and them, I guess they stick with 13 because I haven't seen them and they haven't modded. I mean, I know a lot of those people dropped out because the modding community got so bad, but I wasn't told about NI Modding and Euro DZN and FS-UK Modding, and trying to think of who else was there. The FSM modding team, I believe. Freelance modding. Can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I think I'm missing one more. Halfway done now. About halfway. So I guess the tank kind of tells you where exactly you're at, because you don't get a trailer or anything, and I guess the yield is also set up that the full tank in this is gonna be, well, no, I guess because you don't have to do as much. You don't have to completely finish every single bit to finish the mission. That's probably why it does that. Why it's not at 50% at the tank, but it's past 50% on the green circle in the top right. 17 minutes. At least on my part it is. I probably won't be cutting out a whole lot in my videos, but I probably won't have an intro either. I might have an intro, it's just that, I mean, you don't really, I'll have to get a picture, I think, though. I don't know exactly what I do for that. Kind of like what Brad M73 does, where he has that one picture, or where, let's see who does all that stuff. R.D. Allen, Daggerwin. They always have a different picture, I think, of like what they do in an episode, which would be kind of cool, I think, but I'm just not really there yet. I only have 200 something subscribers. I don't really expect to get there, to be honest, but I think I'll probably, in the next 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, I'll be at like 12,000. I don't know. Shouldn't really get ahead of myself, but I like to think kind of optimistically. Maybe if I just take a picture there and use that. I don't really have one for the first episode. I'd have to cut one out or something. More like that. Sorry I'm not really talking a whole lot, I'm kind of concentrating, and there's really nothing to talk about as of right now, I don't think. I mean, I guess I could go through and talk about a bunch of differences. So, I mean, the selection in vehicles is new. Tire deformation, I already talked about that. I mean, the vehicle customization. Nothing really moves in here, does it? No, except for the steering wheel. You get your speed and your RPM and on the computer panel, the monitor there at the top. Runs it down to 1,000. No, thank you. That's not agriculture correct. You'd never run your combine down that far when you're cutting anything. You'd always be wide open too. And I don't think it bogged down that much either. Does it kind of give you a load? No, it doesn't really. I was trying to figure out if I took less crop in, if it would ease up on the RPM and make it a little bit higher. I'm pretty sure that's not wide open. It doesn't sound like it, but on there it kind of says that. No, I guess it's wide open. I mean, I don't really get a chance to test that, but it's a pretty narrow combine. I mean, if you think about it, if it's full, it's just probably gonna be pretty top heavy. I'd imagine in real life you'd be able to fill up to those sides there. All the way up. It doesn't look like it. Well, I guess it does fill up that high. It's kind of weird how they have those sides that stick up in the front and back. I think I know why that is though. Because when you have it full, that way if you're going fast or going slow, you're slowing down or you're speeding up, then it doesn't fall forward or backwards, and that's a common mistake. Especially here in America, we tried to fill our grain tanks up. I don't know about over in Europe, but on our 2166 we have a grain tank extension. It puts it at about 250 bushels on corn and 200 on I forgot. 200 bushels on soybeans. Wow, couldn't even think of soybeans. That's not good. We got a Steam chat there. "26 minutes. I'm trying to think of more stuff to talk about. The view, I've heard the view here is amazing. I mean, I can see already that those mountains look beautiful, but I mean, just to say, the trees even look good because of how they're all like different. I mean, they wouldn't be all different. That'd take a lot of space because you'd have like randomly customized trees or something, but some of them have no bark, some of them have bark. I mean, a lot of them are different heights. That might have something to do with growing, or that might just be, you know, something that they added where they all, you know, certain trees grow this high. Looks like I don't really have to finish all of this before it's done, do I? I don't know yet. Just maybe if I finish that section and half of this one, then I'll be done. Was it 15,000? And then, you know, so much for time bonus. Yeah, I started up Farm Sim, and I already got a card, and I looked at it and it said it was worth 38 cents. So I put it on the Steam market, but now I have to confirm it and stuff, and you know, I just tried to confirm it on my iPad, but I forgot that I'm not signed in on Steam. So I don't really want to log in right now anyways, so I won't do that. Sorry about that, I had somebody on, down in the right corner, you can see somebody else is playing Farm Sim 17. I had somebody ask me what it was like, and I told them, you know, it was really nice and everything. He said he only had 11 and 13. He never played 15. I told him it was worth it. Because, I mean, it is worth it. I'm not lying at all when I say that. If you haven't played 15 and you haven't bought it yet, just jump. Go ahead and jump to, go ahead and jump to 17. There we go, and I'm done. Wow, 15,000 and 9,000 time bonus. I'm at 43. Wow, that's amazing. Trying to sign in on my phone so I can get that. So I can sell that. Sell my card. No, I guess I forgot my password, so I'm not gonna change it. So I might change it at some point in time, but that's another story. So he's done drilling. Technically, that's what it is because this is technically a drill. I'm not gonna cultivate this. I'm just gonna straight up plant it in. Should I plant corn? What does corn look like in price? Corn looks okay. Depends on the yield though too. Beans look really good though. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and plant some corn. It's a pretty big field of corn though, I'll be honest. Especially for a 4-row header, which is 3 meters. Yeah. Oh, it even says 1660 on it. Well, I'll be darned. That's obviously going to be for its own 12. Wait, where's the... Oh, there it is. The 8. 7347. The 760, that would be the... And the 8 rows for that. They don't have a Massey Ferguson 8 row. They don't have a Massey Ferguson cutter or corn header in general. I think this is gonna be my next goal for the harvesters. I think I'm gonna skip this. I might buy the header though. I think I'll jump to this 25 foot because that's kind of a good step up. I mean, that's expensive obviously, but yeah, I think I'll save up for that too. What do you think? Plant that in corn, or is that too much corn? I'm gonna hold off right now. Let's go ahead and work up the other fields. The video's just about over anyways. Yeah, I'll go ahead and end it here before I start again. Thank you guys for watching. This is Jake570 signing out. Sorry, that was a bad ending. Thanks guys for watching. This is Farming Simulator 17 on Goldcrest Valley. This is Jake570 signing out.